Can I ask another question about Prophet Muhammad?
Okay, go ahead. Yes, of course.
Out of his kids, which do you think were like the most and least likely to like know he was lying?
I mean, I'm not really familiar with his. I mean, when we grew up, we only knew about one kid. Like later on in Sunni Islam, I realized that he has other kids. But for us, for us Shias, he only had Fatima.
Do you think she knew
By the
or
way, I don't
like
believe any of these stories are. By the way, I don't believe any of these stories are real. Like I think all of these stories are most 99% of the stories about Muhammad are made up. I mean, he wasn't even real. Muhammad didn't even exist. I mean, I'm sure the character that his stories are based on exists, but Muhammad is not a real character. Like it's not like the person. There was a person that united the Arabs, and to go on attack mode against the Byzantine and the Sassanid Empire, but his name wasn't even Muhammad. So all of these stories are fake. Yeah. But Fatima probably. I don't know. I think a lot of yeah. I don't know actually. Fatima, we don't know much about Fatima except the only thing we know about Fatima, like I know about the only time that we hear Fatima speaking a lot, like other than I mean, she does have a lot of hadiths, but the part of her story that gets highlighted a lot is one when she died because she got crushed behind the door when Omar opened the door, and also the time that when Muhammad died, the people were taking Muhammad's land away from the family, and she was fighting to get the land back unsuccessfully, and she was basically went on attack mode, starting attacking these protos. Yeah, those are the only stories we know. It's really hard to come up with a conclusion regarding what I have right now. Anyway, by the way, regarding guys the VIP session that we're having today, sorry for it being a little bit more rushed. The whole point of this VIP session is for it to be less rushed, and this first VIP session is not an indication of how this is going to be. The only reason why today is rushed is because Princess of Pahlavi, Goldie said Princess of Pahlavi is going to be speaking pretty soon, and that's why I need to leave early. But the whole point of having this VIP session is to make it less rushed than before. So hopefully, future VIP sessions that will be less rushed. We will have more time. Okay. Yes.
All right. If that's all, then I will move on to Sudato.
So my feeling is that if the Gulf of Hormuz or the Strait of Hormuz is open and we have as much time as we need, then I think that the Islamic Republic has very little chance of withstanding the Israel and the U.S. So my question is: has it been confirmed that there are mines in the strait? I get like conflicting reports on that.
Are we getting what? Sorry, I got a message from
Are you
Goldie.
getting?
Yeah.
Is there confirmation that the Strait of Hormuz has been mined?
Oh, that's a very good question because we're getting contradictory reports from that. Some people suggest that they're looking for mines, but I heard that the regime said on their state TV that there was no need for mines. I heard also President Trump suggesting that they don't think that there's any mines yet, and it makes sense for them not to put mines there because my understanding before going to these military operations were that the regime doesn't want to completely close the Strait of Hormuz because if they completely close it, then they will go bankrupt immediately. They will not be able to continue the military operations because they need to continue funding their military operations against the Americans and Israelis. So they need the revenue. Without it, they would not be able to continue. Putting mines in the Strait of Hormuz means that nobody could go through.
Right.
And that's not what the Islamic Republic. How are you going to sell your oil and gas if nobody goes through? They want to, and a lot of people are saying the Strait of Hormuz is closed. It's not closed. It's just the Islamic Republic is being selective regarding who gets to go through.
Right. That's all I've got. Yeah, he can
All
go.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there is no next one person, right? So I think I could go now.
BT wanted to make. First of all, BT wanted to make a quick comment.
Oh yeah, BT.
Okay. Oh my God. I don't remember what triggered this, but oh, he was talking about like water desalination plants and stuff. Hear me out. I don't know how to say it. Keshem?
Esh.
What's it?
Esh.
Keshem. Okay. What is there? Is it nuclear or water plant? There's like
Oh.
something main on that island. If we wanted to secure that from them going scorched earth, we would send Marines.
So again, I could be wrong, and once I leave, Jeffrey might explain this. Gesh Island is so water desalination. My understanding, and this could be incorrect, is that Iran doesn't really rely on water desalination that much. Okay, those are the Arab countries around the Persian Gulf. We have rivers and springs and lakes and stuff. I know we have a shortage of water, but we still have enough water that's the source of our water. It's not like the countries around the Persian Gulf that most of their water comes from desalination or stuff like that, right? So, however, the talk about the desalination facilities inside Iran, my understanding, which could be incorrect, is that, oh, you hit our desalination facilities, so now this gives us legitimacy to hit your desalination facilities. That's why the Islamic Republic brings up that topic. So Qeshm Island is actually the biggest, like if you look at it, it's like a really big island. Like I think it's the biggest island in the Persian Gulf, right? And to me, the significance of that is mostly it being a place where you could have a base for controlling, the areas around the Persian Gulf, and it's like closer to the Strait of Hormuz as well compared to Khark Island. So most of its significance for me, Qeshm Island, unless I'm missing something, is it being one of those islands that if you control those key areas around the Persian Gulf. That is most of its significance, unless I have missed something, which could be true.